The traveler who discovered the secret of taste. Once upon a time in a small village, surrounded by green mountains and flowing with clear streams, there existed a truly wondrous place. The land was so fertile that anything planted grew abundantly. The sea generously offered silver fish, and the mountains provided fragrant herbs and mushrooms all year round. One autumn day, a traveler arrived in the village. He wore a worn-out hat and leaned on a long walking stick. This man had wandered through countless cities and countries, tasting all sorts of exotic foods. "Oh, what a beautiful village this is," the traveler exclaimed. "The mountains are green, the waters are clear, and the people's hearts are warm." But as he shared a meal with the villagers, he tilted his head in curiosity. The fresh fish was simply grilled with salt, and the lush vegetables were only blanched in water. "Why do you cook your amazing ingredients in such simple ways?" the traveler asked. "Our ancestors have always cooked this way," the villagers answered. "To us, this is already delicious." The traveler felt a pang in his heart. It was as though they were treating precious gems like ordinary stones. "Then let me help you," the traveler declared. "I'll bring the most famous chef from the city." A few days later, a chef, dressed in flashy clothes and wearing a haughty expression, arrived in the village. He glanced over the ingredients with a frown. "With ingredients this rustic, it's impossible to make proper cuisine. We must use the premium ingredients I brought." The chef prepared elaborate dishes using his luxurious ingredients. But something felt off. No one said the food was delicious. "It's too strong. This doesn't suit our taste. It feels strange." The villagers shook their heads, and the angry chef packed up and left. The traveler's challenge. Though disappointed, the traveler didn't give up. "Then I'll try it myself," he said. From that day on, he spent every day in the kitchen experimenting grilling, steaming, stir-frying, deep-frying the fish, making dozens of dishes with vegetables. Yet something was still missing. I feel like something's not quite right." The traveler sighed every night. One evening, after a long day of cooking, the weary traveler fell asleep on the kitchen floor. A magical touch from a friend. The next morning, a villager and a friend of the traveler came to visit. This man was the best cook in the village and knew all the traditional recipes passed down through generations. The kitchen was a mess with various dishes spread out. "Oh dear, he stayed up all night again." The friend smiled gently and began to taste the dishes one by one. "This would benefit from a touch of our village's traditional soybean paste." He brushed on a seasoning inherited from the ancestors. "For this grilled fish, we need crushed wild perilla seeds from the mountain." He added the traditional spices. "This stir-fried greens dish needs our hometown soy sauce to bring out the flavor." He carefully adjusted each dish using age-old wisdom. Lovingly, he rearranged the dishes on the dining table and quietly left. When the traveler woke up and saw the table, he was stunned. Though these were the dishes he had made, something looked and smelled completely different. The moment he took his first bite, tears welled up in the traveler's eyes. This was it, the very taste he had been searching for all along. It was the perfect harmony, the natural flavor of fresh ingredients, combined with the ancestral wisdom that had been passed down for generations. A new beginning. From that day forward, the traveler and the villagers worked together. The traveler shared new techniques he had learned from his journeys, while the villagers passed on their treasured traditional secrets. Before long, word about the village's special cuisine spread across the country. People came from far and wide to taste these extraordinary dishes, and the village began to thrive. The traveler became a true member of the village and lived a happy life. And sometimes he would tell the children of the village, "True flavor is born where the new meets the old." It is something you can never create alone.